Thank you, Ben. And thank you for those words, actually. So, first thing, as Ben says, I'm a doctor, so I'm the medical director for London. I'm also a children's doctor at a children's hospital. So I saw 3 patients on Friday when I did my clinic. The first one was someone who'd come to talk to me about a blood test that their GP had done. I work in one of the 23% of hospitals that has paper-based records still, and I couldn't see the result because I couldn't see the GP system. A waste of time for the patient, polluted the atmosphere because they took the car to get there, and inefficient for all of us and frustrating. I saw another child who's got a genetic disorder, who's under the children's hospital, under an eye hospital, under a bone hospital, and under a women's hospital, because that's where the genetics is. Couldn't see any of their records either. And the third thing is, I still do clinics for children with asthma, which is my particular interest, in the same way as I did them when I was trained 30 years ago, which is people have to come up to clinic every 6 months and get a checkup for me. I have no access to data about air pollution or damp in their houses and the things that they really care about that are making their child's asthma worse. And we've got all this potential to solve all of this, but we've got to make it happen. So I feel personally very committed to doing it, both as a clinician, as a doctor, and for my patients. But also I feel immensely humbled that all of you have given up your time and time away from your families and your jobs and your Sundays in order to come and help us do this. So thank you to you. The big word that comes out, I think, from this is the word that Ben used, which is trust. And for me, I think it was really comforting, but also quite humbling that you talked about trust in professionals to make the right decisions about what data we need in order to help people make those. Secondly, we've got to be dependable, so we can't afford to get this wrong. And thirdly, I heard really strongly that you strongly believe that everything we do with data has got to be for the public good. It can't just be about the profit motive. And that's a really difficult judgment to make. So those 3 things, I think, are really, really important principles we have for us going forward. And the final thing is I just want to reiterate what Luke said right at the beginning of this, is that what you've given us over the time that you've been with us has been so valuable. We'd like to keep working with you. We're not exactly sure what that's going to look like yet, but both the guidance that you've given us on how we take this forward, but also the important role you play in holding us on the hook for doing some of this is really, really important. So thank you.